Hi, everyone. Val with Dragonfly Crystals, Next Level Channeling, here with Sally, who is sharing her orbs with us, episode number 4. This is going to be exciting because I have had a preview and it's pretty interesting. And some very mysterious things going on, not just the orbs, but things surrounding it that Sally will talk about. So thank you so much, Sally, for sharing this with all of us.
Of course.
And I know everybody really enjoys it. So
yes, I know that this is a little bit it's kind of the geek in me that is more excited about this because I've spent years working with data, but I've never seen this type of thing before. And I've always been someone who is really able to dredge through gobs of data and find the nuggets. And now I can't really figure out where this is coming from.
because you, in your professional life, have real, honest to goodness data you have, worked with. So you really are definitely talking about nerd
Yeah.
territory.
I know I don't look it.
Because, I mean, when I say nerd, I am one to research and getting into the data. You love that. So, and so do I. I love that too. I'm not as like you, but you're a power researcher.
That's what I did for years. So
just so you all know. And so this is the kind of esoteric side, but not so esoteric.
Not really, though.
It's not hidden anymore, is it? But there are some mystical elements of this particular show. So I just want to stop and say hi to Diane G for being here, and Brad too. Akila, good to see you. Laura Hammond Davis, Rossi, Debbie, Amanda Carroll, Silly, good to see you. And Chris, MK, nice to have you here. And let's see, Heavenly Blessed Honey, that's Sonia. Good to see you, Sonia. And so, with that said, everyone, thank you for joining us. And hi, Chris Queen.
Yes.
We're going to get started, and I'm going to turn this over to Sally, who's going to walk us through all of this because we can't lose any time. We've got to see it all.
Yes.
Hi, Micah Goddess.
I hope, and hello to everyone. I really appreciate everyone being here, and I hope you can all gain something from it. This morning, I was on Terry Renner's channel, and Terry and Diana were there, and Diana and I have some real synergy with respect to things that are going on. So if you are inclined, you can look at that as well, and maybe you'll get some ideas for yourself.
Absolutely, because we are definitely open to anything that you have that you get when you see these images.
Yep.
The ideas or input. Hi, Leah. Good to see you. And
excuse me.
Please share in the chat. We would love to hear. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Sally.
Okay, here I go. Okay. So, but before I disappear, I do want to say some of this stuff is very convoluted. It's not easy to understand, even for me, using as much data as I've worked with. So I'll try to simplify things. But if I get confused, I get confused. I'm going to do my best. So okay, with that, and away we go.
All right.
Here we go. Oops, wait a minute. I don't want to share quite yet. I have to scroll back. I have a song in my head. Oh.
What song is it?
It's Sugar Ray still.
Oh, it's still the same one.
Yeah.
You better look up the lyrics because that has
I did. It's all the things that I used to say. It's like Anyway, okay, so
I'm
here
gonna
we
have to
are.
go look it up. Okay, go ahead.
So this is my thing that kind of looks like orbs, so I used it. Wondrous things, because to me they are. They make me wonder all the time. Very quickly, the previous shows that I've done with Val, Dragonfly Crystals, you can search for Orbs with Sally, and you'll find 3 shows previously. And here are the dates. You can go and you'll get unique content in each one of these. And number 1 is the first one is primarily background and some early stuff. And then 2 and 3, I get into more recent things. So where to today? A little bit of discussion about what's been happening since the 3rd show. And the 3rd show was only August 28th, so not too long ago. But I find that things happen really, really quickly here. So anyway, I have maxed out about 6 terabytes of data. So I needed more capacity. So I bought a new 16 terabyte drive and a new video recorder. So now I have 2 video recorders, and I have, capacity at least for the end of the year. But I still have other stuff that I use to back up all of that and have different copies of it, so that
good.
Working on the originals.
Excellent.
And the big thing that's been happening, apart from, all the hiccups of getting new hardware and having to massage everything together to make things play nice together, I've been having some strange occurrences. So perhaps you recall from previous shows, I've shown things that I call like screen flashes, or they're color flashes on my phone, where I'd be outside and I'd be like blah blah blah, and then boom, they'd send me a flash of color, beautiful color, and some kind of oh.
It looks like a color bar strip on the side of the video of the picture.
Right. Sorry, I was.
As far as a flash of color, we're talking about that.
Yeah. So sometimes it looks like a sunset. Sometimes it will look like, and you've seen ones where I'm standing there and it kind of was
pixelates you or
pixelating me. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. But I'd always gotten those on my phone. Most recently, I had a night where, so my system is set to automatically back up the new recordings to a separate location. Well, this particular night, most of that failed. It's the first time it's happened. And I haven't done anything differently with respect to that. So that was a little shocking. But when I brought it all over, so I had to manually bring it, I was then looking at things in a different way. And I noticed these flashes or codes embedded in the locally stored versions. Mr. Boo is here. So that was kind of shocking to me. It was shocking to me at the beginning to get them on my phone, but my mind had adjusted to that idea. But now, this is when I was sitting here in this seat right next to my computer where the things would be stored, and their codes are coming in that way. So anyway, I'll show you some of those. I also had some recording outside of the scheduled time, to include the 4 to 5 a.m. window, which I never record.
You never set it up.
I don't. I just I figured
It
this.
wasn't you.
Yeah. And then I have some new video to show.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Boo, come on, big boy. Come on. Thank you, my friend. So the video glitches, I'll call them glitches. Everybody can call them whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm not sure about much of anything anymore, so it's all good. And then a misty area manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the codes. These codes or glitches, whatever you want to call them, are the way the whole system works is you have a camera. And on the camera, I can choose to save things to a mini SD disk. I don't do that anymore because it goes directly through the wire to my NVR, and that just records everything constantly. The NVR then has software that says, throw it over to this location. And that's what it does. However, this night it didn't do that. So
Wow. Interesting.
that was.
Leah says, apparently you're being guided.
You think? This was the night where they added an hour. So what you're seeing here, there are more than just these few that I'm showing, but I'll show you a few of the codes. So you can see this one here. There's like green, red, white, black. Let me see if I can make it any bigger. That's about as big as I can get.
And if you guys watch on your phone or iPad later, rewatch it, you can just make it as big as you can, not too big. You don't want to just see the pixels, but you'll start to see things that it's almost like, for me, I see them speaking. They're giving you symbols. They're giving you, sometimes they have actual words in them.
Wow.
And images. So not just the colors. There's a lot of things going on there.
Yeah. So here's another. It's a little bit more subtle, but it's at the bottom corner here.
Wow.
Right here.
Yep.
I can probably make that a little bigger. No, I can't. It's as big as it gets in that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
So you guys, you know how you can zoom in on YouTube and you can use your fingers on your iPad or phone and make it bigger. Go in and look at these after this.
Yeah, and there's another here.
Because you will be blown away, just like I was. So that's what you have to do. And there's so much. It's like they're talking to Sally. They're speaking. And there's so much information in those.
It's interesting too when suddenly there's a little bit of color.
Amanda says, I'm going big, so no chat unless I can't help myself. She's going to expand it out. You totally get that, Amanda.
Yeah. And
yes, you guys, I see a being at the very top. I see plant life, and then I see a book, that's folded back on its spine.
I see the book.
It's like a book of wisdom. I see so much going on there, just like this.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so much.
Huh.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to really make bigger when you go back and look. Because I have done that. I've gone.
Then there's this one.
That one, this is spectacular.
This is not subtle. Okay, the other ones were required subtle. A little bit of, expertise to find, but this was like boom.
I mean, this is pretty. And let me just say, everyone, this is at nighttime. Mm-hmm. It's not like the sun is shining into the camera and it's fractaling a whole bunch of, no, it's nighttime and all of that beautiful rainbow color came. And it is like the Matrix. It's like coded information coming in.
Yeah,
And yeah, it really is. It really,
I
really.
was looking at my phone at my screenshots recently and realized that I've been kind of ignoring these these things for months.
Oh my
I get one and I'm
God.
like, oh, thank you, but I don't ever really go back and like give it some time and
They
some.
really started when you started talking to them and saying,
Yeah.
you were out interacting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, they started communicating with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And so I really believe, yeah, Diane G says light codes. Rossi says color language.
I think what I need to do is take all the ones that I've gotten and organize them into like
Oh,
a show,
that would be
you know,
beautiful. Yeah, take them in.
because
What I did is I put them on my Photoshop and I cut in and just zoomed in and made them as big
yeah.
as the screen, and then I saved it. So
Mm-hmm.
made it very easy to see,
Yep.
uh, and really enjoy the beauty of those. But this
Yeah.
is
I
just
mean,
this
there,
is an opportunity to go in and look at
the
them
beauty
in the
is
actual photo, how
astounding.
it happened. Yeah,
To
yeah.
me, it's just astounding how beautiful they are.
It's astounding. It
You
really
know,
is. But you can see, if you can see
so
the
it's almost
it
like a
is
watercolor in the middle here.
it is, but it's also got like barcodes
Yeah,
and
it's got the bar, got the
it
codes.
it's got codes in there. There's coding happening. It's pretty impressive on so many levels. There's a lot going on
Yeah,
there.
like I couldn't make this if I tried, right?
No, you couldn't make it if you tried.
No,
It is,
I'm just not that kind of artist. But
yeah, and Heavenly Blessed Honey says so beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess
absolutely.
I will do
Oh,
that because I feel like I need to do something with these
Lori
screenshots, that I
Lori
took on
says
my phone
yeah, yeah, I absolutely, I
because
think that would be
nobody else really has seen them
oh,
other than
man, we'd
me.
all want to see that. We'd all wanna see it together, all,
Yeah, yeah, that would be fun. And
enlarged.
maybe you could get some information from them that I
Yeah.
haven't been able to
Yeah,
because
and
I'm a
Chris
little
says she saw a hand or I don't
uh
know, Chris, if you're a guy or a girl, but Chris, I'm sorry you
um
saw a
this
hand.
one. So this one, if you notice the time, this
Mhm.
is at 3:54. So the other ones are really subtle, and this one suddenly bam at 3:54, and I'm supposed to stop recording at 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay, that's weird.
So that's almost 5 minutes before. And then the next one comes here.
Oh, wait. I wanna say hi to Viviani, who's here, and Garnet. Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Viviani,
You guys, nice to see
and
you coming up
everybody else
here.
that I know.
And,
um, so you can see here, this one came in at 4:25:59.
and I have to say, I looked at this and I said to Sally a few minutes ago backstage, this felt like the Sisterhood of the Rose Cross, which is what Sally is a member of with Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, and probably half of you guys. But it is this beautiful divine love and compassion energy of the divine feminine. And there it is. It just is so gorgeous. And I see another green
Yeah,
leaves and book. So
like a little frog.
it's a little frog, you say,
Yeah.
okay. And I kind of see what might be a
I
book.
think I probably need some time to look at these things and really I've been, most of my energy has gone toward trying to get everything set up, you know,
Yeah,
um, and kind of the infrastructure and just a method that consistently kind of works.
yeah,
So I think I kind of have that done now.
yeah.
So,
I hear what you're saying. Leah's saying it's oh, it wasn't Leah. Let's see who. Oh, Rossi. Like a Polak painting with light codes
oh,
embedded. Yeah, yeah,
Pollock.
like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Yeah, maybe I could sell these.
Oh, and
Commercially available
Amanda
alien
wants to paint
flashes.
them. She She wants so beautiful. I want to paint those. It would be really cool if you could print a few of those. Well,
Yeah,
if we do
I've
that
actually
show,
thought
if
about.
Sally enlarges them a bit and she does the show where she puts them all together, I would love that. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, I was
Love that.
thinking of I have I like photography as well. It's one of my things that I like to do, and I have this printer that's photographic quality.
Mm,
So I was thinking it was from those Buy Nothing groups. I love those.
yeah.
And this one, they said that it was sticking somehow, so I have to probably just clean it. And I've
Yeah.
been trying to get there to do that because I have so many beautiful photographs of the animals and everything here. So
Mhm.
I'd love to plaster them everywhere. And these would be cool to do
Absolutely.
that with too. Plus, creating a book of all of the buses and all of
Oh
the,
my
the
gosh, you could
creatures. Wouldn't that be
definitely
cool?
do that. Oh my God, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Your own photographs
Yeah,
be
yeah, exactly.
amazing. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So to get back to this,
yeah.
so as you can see, this one is at 4:25, and this is in the period where it shouldn't be recording
Like
at all.
1 minute before it's supposed to shut off
No, it was supposed
recording.
to have shut off. This one was at 3:54. It's
Oh.
supposed to shut off at 4. So this is in the period where it's not supposed to be recording at all.
Oh. So we got this and it's after 4, it's not even supposed to be recording, and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene came through. That's my take. They came
That's
through
Val's story. Yeah.
it's my not story, it's my sense, my
Okay.
feeling.
Sorry. It's your interpretation.
No, it's
No?
it's my intuition.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Sorry.
interpreting, I'm just getting the information and relaying
Okay.
it. Other people can see different things, but this is what I'm getting for
I
that.
understand.
All right.
So that raises the question, what was recorded between 4 and 5 on the 8th?
Yes.
So if time, we can look at video. So maybe we should look at some video.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it. I had a hard time finding things with Terry, or actually it wasn't me finding them. It was it was it didn't want to come up. Basically my system somehow was just not
Not cooperating.
responding and just was like, no, I'm breaking to it right now. I'll see you tomorrow. We can talk then. Let's
Well, let's
see.
say I request a most benevolent outcome that
Yeah,
Sally can show us her videos of the orbs.
I
Thank you,
have.
thank you, thank
Well,
you.
these really
Thank
aren't
you.
so much orbs as
I
something
I
else.
just call them orbs for lack of a better term. They're energy forms,
Okay.
they're visitations, who knows what else, but I mean, it's all
Well, I'm gonna have to go to backup because again, this
oh, it
doesn't want
doesn't.
to play with me.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. 8.
Maybe the PowerPoint, is too much to have up at the
Yeah,
same
I have a
time,
pretty
because
powerful
when you have
computer.
the PowerPoint program up, maybe
Oh, I can close it.
it's too much
Um,
RAM, maybe it's too much
now,
RAM.
Val, my computer is like a
Um, um, uh,
powerhouse.
okay.
It's not my computer. Okay, so
Okay.
let's see. I will close this because I don't think that's going to be useful, and I will share. I think I have to open it first, don't I? Okay, so let's see. That was at 9, 8. Okay, that's midnight. Okay, this one here. Let's try this one. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. This one. Oh, that was 3 a.m. I got the wrong one, wrong file.
You don't want this one? Or
Well, we could look at the things that Val thinks were birds.
okay.
Just to talk
Okay.
about discernment for a minute.
Okay.
And this is because I know what these things are, you know?
But
It's
they were
really easy.
disappearing in front of my eyes, though.
I know, and I know them. They're very tricky little things.
Because you have bats, and you said they were bats, but they looked like birds.
I know. They do.
But the ones I was seeing were a whole bunch, and they were bigger, a lot bigger than what is here right this second.
Well,
I think I was looking at like 20 minutes from now, because they really did go all night. I mean, pretty much they went the whole time.
So this
Now,
is.
I'm not saying some of them weren't, but see, they just disappear. Some of them just fade out like energy.
So that is not is some type of energy thing coming in. That's that streak.
That streak, yeah.
Well, another video. Well, now I'm not able to find them as easily. Well, let's forget about the bats because they're a little more challenging to get. What I'd like you to look at are the lights in the sky.
Okay.
So there's like a light here in the tree. There's something over here. There's another over here. There's one in the back, and then there's a couple up there.
Yep,
So,
I saw those that night. Yep, I see them now.
One of them seemed to move some. Let me get the next file. Okay, and let me. So this is 322.
Okay.
And you can see as I move through time here, some of them are. Those are just
yeah, those look like bats now.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, because they're
see how
like bat wings.
See how they seem to be moving in unison?
Yeah, like groups.
It didn't quite make sense to me. Looking at the time, looking at how quickly they're moving.
They were moving so fast, Sally. I said those are energy forms to move that fast.
Those points of light in the sky? That's what I'm looking at.
Points of light in the sky.
Yeah, there's one by the tree, and then there's one to the
the
right.
points of light in the sky are definitely not normal.
See how they all move at the same time?
Yeah, that's not satellite. That's not planet. That's not.
That seems different to me. That doesn't seem like it belongs at my house.
No.
I mean, it could be visiting my house, but it doesn't, live here. So let's find that last file of the 4 to 5. So that was This one. Let me just check. That's 3 to 4. See, that's the drawback of this is when I don't have it in Reolink, it loses some of the nice functionality.
Yeah.
Or I can just use a scroll bar.
For some reason, you aren't able to open it up, the real link, and watch it.
Yeah, I'm not able to show from there. I can try again. Let's try again.
Okay.
Playback 7. Or it was the morning of, no, it was the morning of the 7th. So that was this one. And
Oh, look at Marina's here. Heart Center Tarot.
nice.
And Pierrette, as we heal each other by Pierrette.
Awesome.
Right? Good to see you.
Okay, so I'm going to try again.
Marina says she's been watching for a few minutes. This is fascinating.
Okay, I got some video.
Right,
so I'm going to share that one. Thank you for coming and saving the day and helping the video work. Okay. Excuse me. I've been not so well lately. I got a COVID shot last week, but and that after a couple of that kind of knocked me on my butt. And
I know what you mean. It can do that. It can
so here we are. I gotta turn this light off. It's blinding me.
All right.
You can deal with me in the shadows since you're not looking at me anyway.
I'm not looking at you.
Okay, there we go. That's
right there. There you go.
Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna just let this run at 16 speed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I'm gonna go to, this is only goes to 4. So that's interesting. Am I on the wrong day? Sometimes it gets really hard finding stuff. Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
So here are those lights we were looking at, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So these are lights in the sky, everyone.
Here. I'm just gonna try and I want to make sure it's going before we all sit here looking at something that's not moving. Okay, I see movement.
Okay.
So this is in that period. So you're not going to see that code come up here on the left. But if we look at the file that's the locally stored, you would see it.
So it didn't actually videotape it, but it was there.
It was there after.
It couldn't receive.
It was there after. So basically,
it was like imprinted later.
Yeah, it somehow got on the file between one room of a house and another. Let's put it that way.
There you go. I like that because it isn't from actually videotaping. It was embedded in there
somehow
separately by the energy.
Yeah, and maybe one of these things that you see flying through the air is delivering something. I don't know.
Yes, it could be.
So there doesn't seem to be too much we can see from that.
I did see energy coming up from the pool, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Just now. Just back a little bit. Yeah, it just went shh, and it, like a mist coming up off the pool. And over on the left-hand side as well by the bush, I saw another energy form going up. So there's so much that we can only, we can only.
Yeah, you see a lot of stuff.
A lot of time. There's a lot of things going on that you can't even.
This is the previous night. So
streams, yeah.
This is at a little past 7.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, this is going at 16 times the speed. So for every second that passes as you watch, it's really 16 seconds.
Okay.
And in a minute, I'm going to show you a really cool code that came in over here by the edge of by the patio roof. You're not going to see it here on this one because it's not on that file. It's on the file that
It
got
gets
locally
embedded
saved.
after. Yeah. It's communication. Ooh, that was a lot of energy just there.
You want to see that one?
Yeah.
I kind of figured. I'm gonna.
And all those streams of energy.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna just move it and we'll see what we see. Because it gets difficult to try to find things on the fly, and
Yeah.
I end up.
Oh, did you see that energy over on the
Knew
left-hand
you were going
side?
to say that, Val.
Sorry. But it was
Okay, I'm going to try to find that one. Okay. So looking
Yeah.
at the time, it's 1933:11. So I'm going to try and get close to that.
Marina's saying, what is that shape on the edge of the pool? It looks like an animal, but it's not moving. Oh, right there, Sally. That
Here, this.
that
Oh, it was
it's
my rescue for the bunnies I had that would fall in the pool. So that's a piece of carpet.
there you are.
And it just never made it into the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Hey.
It is what it is. You take the good with the bad.
That's we'll take it.
Who remembers the time? It was 1933, was it? 1933 something?
I'm not sure actually, because I was too invested in
Val.
that shape that showed up.
I know.
I didn't look at the time. I should have looked at the time. It was over on the left-hand side.
Yes, it was. I just don't want to go too fast and blow by it.
Yeah,
I'll go with 4 times, and you guys have to.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
A little bit.
I know it's hard to.
Yeah, it's really hard to.
I know.
Do minute adjustment on this.
Yeah. We're talking about it just shows up and goes just so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pink. It's not a bat.
Yeah. That's true.
There, it came down.
Yes, it did.
A star. It's got like a Merkaba inside. There, that is a being. Look at that pink. Look at that. And then it just collapses in. That's like the divine feminine energy. And look at it there. And what comes up? Oh, it's giving me the chills. There was a white light.
Something will.
To greet it, kind of. Oh, that gave me the chills. Oh my gosh. Amanda Carroll says, yes, it's a pinky.
I'm going to change this to 1/4 speed and let it run, because sometimes they hide down below for a while.
Yeah. That sounds good. Oh, I love that pink one. Wow.
I kind of saw it as orange, but.
Oh, really? I see it as kind of, you might be able to say it's pinky apricot, but it's definitely got pink tones to it more than orange in my view. But you know what? All of our computers are going to see it in a different.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, there's a lot going on with color, right?
Yeah. So yeah, the color tones can be different for, ooh, the color tones can definitely be different per computer.
So what I'd like to show you is I am trying to open up PowerPoint again to get to that, the timing on that little one.
Oh, yeah.
So that we can see. Okay, so this one is at 21:44:24. I'm going to write that down. 21:42:24. Camera 1. And this is on 9:07. I think I'm on the next day here, so we'll adjust that. So I'm going to show you. Oh, it is that day. We just need to go a couple more hours.
Okay.
So this is 21:42. Oops, wrong way. Okay, 21.
Akila says, wow.
42.
I'm telling you, Akila, it's the pinky orangey thing that I think that is just so beautiful.
Wait till you see the one Val was like, ah! She was
It's like
emailing me at what time?
It
Look,
was
look
was
at the
so
camera.
big. Yeah, because it was so big and it
Yeah.
was so bright and it was not pulsing, but it radiated and then became brighter and brighter.
Okay, you're
and more
giving away the
intense.
punchline here, Val.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's okay. So we're looking now, we're trying to get to 21:42:24.
Okay.
42.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Here we go.
42:11.
This wasn't the camera angle.
This was the little thing over on the edge.
The thing okay, go.
Okay.
The thing on the edge,
So I'm gonna stop showing here. We all see that there's nothing there at this
There's
time.
nothing there.
And
so
I'll
now
even
you have to go back
advance
over.
it until 25 so that you can convince yourself there's nothing there. Am I going?
Nothing there. There's nothing there. And so we're talking about the left-hand side, everyone.
Over here.
Then we're going to go look at the same time that Sally has a photo of that has the codes.
On the local save.
Because they seem to get embedded afterward. That's this language.
Okay, so this is something I just took a screenshot of. Okay, you recognize the scene. There's the carpet, Marina.
Oh, we don't have it up anymore.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, so here's the carpet. We recognize the scene. And
actually, she wasn't talking about that. It's that green thing. What's that?
Oh, this is the thing I pull out animals and stuff and leaves and whatnot from the pool. That's just a pool thing.
Okay, gotcha.
This is what I'm talking about over here. All right,
here we go. Here's the code. It's there. It's right there. Now, what you can't see, it's almost like hieroglyphic kind of patterns in writing, and it's dark and light, and it's almost like indigenous people language. I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a whole bunch of things going on in it.
Yeah, to me, it looks like, and it actually feels like it moves into the picture. So I'm going to try and show you that video. Hopefully I can find it.
But when you enlarge it, that's when it's really fun. So later, watch this show and enlarge some of these, and hopefully I'll get Sally back and we'll do a show on the codes and having that just disappeared. Did you mean it to?
I know. I'm bringing up the little guy as an MP4.
All right.
Okay, so I have the little guy up. I'm going to share that.
All right. Oh, you have the pic.
Okay, so this is the local save. Actually, a copy of the local save.
Okay.
That was basically brought over from the NVR, which is the initial recording location of the file. Okay, so here we go.
Here
Did
we
you
go.
see that one?
I see the red. Yes, yes, and the darker. It's like
Yeah.
a strip.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is that whole file
yeah.
that started out with that code. Okay, now
Oh,
look at the time. Okay, we have to get to 21:42:24. Okay, so I'm gonna just drag us there.
okay.
I wonder if we're gonna see that pink thing, Val.
I don't know.
Oh, there was another one.
There's more codes
Yeah,
in there.
I know it's hard because
Oh
you
my
know
gosh.
the
Because you
minute that you can see
it's like a second.
flashing
And if
stuff
you go
over there.
past it, yeah, you miss it. So yeah.
There it is.
Ooh,
That's a beauty.
that's a beauty.
It would be interesting to, I mean, obviously if I had infinite body ability, which I don't anymore, but I can't do this all day long.
Amanda has a good question for you, Sally. I
Uh-huh.
like this question. I really do wonder if the computer is interpreting the energy and converting the codes. Can you speak to that?
Not really.
Well, I can
I mean,
speak to
honestly,
that.
I don't know where
I'm
it's coming from.
I'm not a professional, but I can tell you that Sally does not have a program in which the computer will translate light into information and create a code on the side.
Right.
That
No,
would
there's,
be,
I
I'm
don't
not
have
saying
any such.
I'm not saying that they don't have such a thing, but her a computer that is just recording information and what it sees, it records just what we saw before with no code. But
Right.
when she looks on her local recording, all of a sudden it has this code embedded.
Yeah.
This is not something your software is able to do.
Yeah. I mean, if I had some type of basically splicing two images together or something like
First of
that.
all, it's at night where there's no color.
I don't know how that comes about. That's one of my outstanding questions.
I mean, it's a
Did you
really
see the
good
little guy come
question.
in?
Oh, I did, yeah. It's a really good question, Amanda Carroll,
It
and
is
we're
for
gonna
sure.
have to go.
Amanda,
We're gonna
it's
have to
something
go
that
to
I
the.
think about a lot,
Is it
because
always? Is it all? Are the codes not localized on the left? Do they appear in different places? That's Amanda's question.
well, let me think about that. Sometimes they do appear in different locations. Yes, there are a lot of them that come from one side. Like when I was getting them on my phone, I would get a lot of them that had like this diagonal slash with color blotch, and then I would get some that was like the whole screen was color. I had in this batch, I have one screen that's all green.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
yeah.
I don't know if it's a computer glitch. I don't know if it's something that's saying, "Hey, good job, Sal."
I
No
guess we
idea.
can research. Is it possible? Can
Um,
this happen? And see what Google tells us. If
yeah, I mean, I don't honestly.
prisons of
I don't
light.
have, I
Yeah.
guess, the time to really research. I can ask the people that know a little bit more about computers. But
Mhm.
in my experience of, I've dealt with gobs, terabytes of data over many, many years. And this is typically not image data, but I have had some image data.
Mhm.
I've never seen this. It doesn't mean
Mm.
that is some type of metaphysical cause. It could be that there's some glitch that I don't know about. But it's to me more convincing because I once was getting them on my phone only. Then it switched to the computer, being stored on the
And
computer,
only after you started interacting with the
and now
internet.
it's back to my phone again. So
Because it didn't start for a few years. This was happening and you weren't interacting necessarily with them. Then you started really communicating and even interacting, and then it started.
you ready to see the little guy come in? You got to
No,
watch over here by the
okay,
post,
okay.
frame by frame here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little, is that a little mouse? No,
Okay,
it's not.
it's not. It's a bus.
Some type of energy.
It's a little bus energy.
That's a little bus. It's an elegant bus.
Yes, an elegant bus.
It did look a little bit like a mouse, though.
But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
There it is. That's probably the same one.
Did you see it?
On. It's
You
oh
blinked,
yeah,
didn't
there it
you?
is. There it is. That's that little
Yeah, but you didn't see it come in.
No, I did see it come in. It kind of inserted itself from the side.
There it is.
Now, how can it do that if it's a camera thing? I mean, I'm saying
It would have to be, I mean, the way image files work is, you know, like back in the day when you would create an animation, you would have multiple files that you would bring together quickly.
Exactly. So that's an embedment. This is me saying that that's something giving you a message by embedding it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think it's really cool. This is one of my favorite.
It's way cool.
One of my favorite ones so far.
I wish you all could see it in a very big format, because
you can look at it again when it when you're not on a big screen, and you can pause it and whatnot. I'll just let it play, and you can and then it's gone, just like that.
It's like that. You could
Just
miss
like
it
that.
if you weren't doing this. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's that one. That was fun. And then we have the one that took Val's breath away.
Oh yeah.
This is at camera 1, 8, 9, 8. Can't remember what days. Or now I have the 2 NVRs, so I have to remember. I have too much to remember now. Back 9, 8, NVR 2. I think so. Yes. 9. No, it's NVR 1. This one. This one. And that was at what time? 22, 19, 26. I'm going to write that down. 22, 19, 26. This one's really quite bright. 22, 19, 26. Okay, that's about as close as I'm going to get. Okay, so this area here over here.
We don't have enough.
Sorry.
Okay.
Forgot about you guys.
Thank you.
I'm just sitting here talking to myself, just as usual. Normal days. Okay, so these over here are my unicorn floats.
Okay.
And over here you'll see some white, which is like white mist. And I'm just going to play it, and you can see, because it's not instantaneous here.
Okay.
And it comes in, as I said, about 21, 19, 26. So you have
It
a minute
lasts,
to blink.
and it lasts a long.
It does.
It lasts a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there a long time.
Yeah.
Amanda Carroll says she thought that those bars were some kind of index of the energies. It's like here's an index of the energies that just came in,
like a thermometer of some sort,
like a communication of, and this is who we are, and this is if we showed up to tell you this, and
well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice. This is our communication strip, so you can understand.
They're little barcodes.
Little
so
barcodes.
it's starting to build now. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, it's starting to build the mist. It's kind of a misty, free flowing.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a person. The way it showed up. Look at how big it is, you guys. It's freaking spectacular.
And then it just shot an orb out. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. It's so bright that it lit this whole camera up. This whole camera, because these are two cameras stuck together, or not stuck together, but rather.
That's interesting how it creates this green.
It did
in the center there, huh?
It did create green and a whole bunch of little orbits.
Yeah.
But the amount of light coming from this is just dramatic.
Yeah, it's actually hard for me to look at right now.
Yeah, and Amanda says it shot out multiple orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at the green.
Yeah. And Inner Planet Janet says, dang late. You can always rewatch it, Interplanet Janet. Don't worry.
For sure. And leave a comment.
Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Now, when you go through some of the barcode colors we show you on the left-hand side, which you may not understand now, but you'll want to watch it on an iPad or phone so you can enlarge it and really look at it, because all of those have so much information in them.
And this is, for you guys who've watched a few of these now, you will recognize how persistent this is. It's not just something that I have to go frame by frame with. We've actually seen this over almost half a minute or more. Which is pretty phenomenal.
It is. It was a long-lasting.
And the funny thing about it, when Val told me, go look, I went out and checked the camera.
Let's see if there were any bugs on it.
And I came back and I said, that's a bug.
And I said, no, it's not. It got brighter. And she said, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just looked. But there was a bug on the camera.
There could have been a bug on the camera, but this is no bug.
That wasn't a bug. Yeah. I agree.
Now the bats might have been bats, but
the bats were bats, and I know it's very tempting to see something else. I've looked at them for a long time, but this is still rolling. So
this is rolling. This is real time. Yeah. So this is a long time I sat here and watched this before it went away. It was. I swear I watched it for 20 minutes, maybe longer. I don't know. It was there a long time.
Sometimes time goes away, when you're looking at this stuff. It just kind of.
It might. It might go away because we're in some kind of time warp.
And that's the other thing that I wanted to address. You okay with if I stop this one to talk about the other thing? We're almost out of, or we are out of time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, let me.
You guys, so it slowly fades, and then
it will take you over here too. It doesn't do anything dramatic. It just kind of.
But it's just the brightness of it.
4 times. There.
That's the normal look of that area.
It's still a little.
Sally's patio. So, yeah. Very dramatic.
Yeah. So. that's that.
Oh, Lori was asking, is that a reflection on the far wall?
You mean that dot of light? I think that was the camera,
Yeah,
the spotlight of the camera,
yeah,
or the light of the
spotlight. Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
Yeah. So then I wanted to show you this.
Okay, now we have to put it back on
Yeah,
camera.
I'm coming.
On
Okay,
just so you know.
this is something we just saw, right? We just saw this
Yes.
sun,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
I got this the next day.
So there it is again. It
Which
came back, or
which
it's
immediately to me brought this to mind.
yeah, because
Which I
it has
thought was,
that same green. You notice how it has green tinge?
yeah, there's green in there, there's
Yeah,
green here.
yeah,
I
I
just
see
thought that
that
was pretty
extra
cool.
green. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's green, like a sheet of green light
Yeah.
over toward the
So that
middle.
was cool. And then we have this one here.
Okay.
So there's again, I think I've already talked about this code and why it was in one file and not in the other.
Yeah.
And I do want to point out here, this beautiful golden orb is caused by a flash from my phone. So I took a picture of my monitor and this resulted. Because when I was going back, I could find this, but I couldn't find the golden orb. And I was like, oh, the golden orb's gone. And then I went, oh, wait a minute, let me try and take a photo. And I could
And you made the flash
recreate it with a flash.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one though over here is real.
Yeah.
And this file also has color flashes and codes too. And the file has similar temporal glitches.
Yeah.
On the other one, on this one here, the time.
Oh, I just want to say to everyone, I watched that orb on the side, or that energy mass, for 20 to 30 minutes, and it did not record from that time to that time. It's like it messed with time, and it only was X amount of minutes long. But when I was watching it, minutes and minutes, and I checked my watch, I went away, I came back, it was still there. I'm telling you, so time is getting messed up. I mean,
well, on this one, I think it's this one. I thought that I had saved the file somewhere, but I don't see it here, so maybe that's for another time. But anyway, what was happening is I'd play the file, I'd click play, it would play for a little while, and then time would stop advancing, but you could still hear sound.
You're giving me the chills.
And then time would start again.
Oh man.
And then it would come back to the previous time.
Because I'm telling you, Sally, I watched that thing for 20 minutes, that one thing, and it messed with time.
Yeah. So
wow.
There's that.
There is definitely, time is an illusion when it's inside of these kind of things. And it's recording it. And
yeah. So I have to go and find, I'll show that one another time on the time being nonlinear.
Yes.
And some segments repeating, which
yes, I think that would be good. You could stick that in with the more of the barcode, the codes of light.
Well, we've never done bug not bug either, so poor bug not bug keeps getting.
I think that bug not bug thing is your secret thing. I mean,
maybe it is. I don't know. It's like it never seems to make. It always ends up on the cutting room. Editing, cutting something.
May it be only for you. Yeah, anyway. I don't know. Diane G says it looks like Fey angel light beings from the last episode. And Amanda Carroll says, I keep asking to see orbs with my eyes. I have captured on my good camera, though.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Sally, thank you so much for showing
welcome.
us, and I hope you'll come back and show us some more
Mhm.
of that beautiful energy. Because I
Yeah.
mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing.
Hopefully, I won't have any more recording glitches because it puts me back in time. You know, I have to then.
I think it's amazing. Everything was wonderful.
Hmm.
And we saw what we needed to see. And I feel energetically, you
Do you
know,
feel uplifted?
I
Excited?
feel, no, I
No.
feel like somebody's trying to download stuff to me. So
I will. There are some other codes that I got the next day. I didn't want to put too much stuff in this because I think, to me, there was already a lot in this. You know, and
there was a lot, just even with just the codes. So thank you for sharing those
yeah,
with us. And I hope you guys go watch this again and stop, enlarge, and look at the color codes that are there on that side and see right under this video what you think you see in those. So Sally can get a hand.
so I can know.
Sally will have more input. So, and
Thanks
Amanda
everybody for your kind comments.
love you, Sally. Thank you so kindly for your generosity. Yes, absolutely, for sharing all this with us. And we know you don't have to. So thank you so much.
Well, I think I do, because who knows what would happen to me if I didn't, right?
Apparently, you were supposed to show what showed up here, and we're very glad you did.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll come back for Orbs with Sally number 5.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Love you guys, and we'll see you later.